it could remind us or bring back a certain memory of the past that we have felt hurt, disappointed, anger, frustrated. This kind of intense emotions, we have not allowed it to fully express. There are things that we hate to do in life, but we know that by doing that, it will help us to move towards where we want to go. But why do we hate certain things? And these are the things that I realized throughout my journey. I used to hate waking up early, going to exercise, grab my mat, do any form of exercise. I also used to hate, what did I hate? I enjoy binge eating snacks. I enjoy binge watching. I enjoy not replying people instantly, in the sense where I'm avoiding certain type of emotions, intense emotions that I felt. And it always relates to unworthiness, where all these things will remove me, remind me, reflect upon my lack. And so I don't want to look at these things. So when the pain comes, when certain situation or emotions arises within me, I would avoid it. I'm a typical avoidant, right? So then I realized that this is not helping me. I can binge watch all day, I can binge eat all day, but it's bringing me further away from where I want to go, the person that I want to be, the situation or the places that I want to be. So instead of not feeling a pain, I start to learn to embrace the pain. I start to be at ease and face the discomfort, even though it irritates me. It's like, ugh. I will choose to take that step forward. And there are ups and downs in life, right? At times, I don't feel like doing this at all, but I make my maximum effort at that time. Okay, so this video is here to share you how to use your pain so that it empowers you instead of engulfing you into an addictive repeated behavior. And this works for me, and I hope this is one other way, alternative and other perspectives for you to help you out of that situation, out of the rut. Okay. First, we have to understand what is the meaning of pain. When pain brings us, it means that there are certain things that there are few aspects here. But whenever pain arises or the situations that will bring us pain, we want to reject it, because one side is protecting us from getting hurt again. You can call the ego or the smaller cells are the parts of cells that prevents you from endangering yourself, which is a very functional thing, which is very helpful for any kind of accidents, any kind of unexpected events. It's a great response, fight, flight, freeze mode, right? And a lot of times when pain comes, that means there are resistance towards a certain thing, certain emotions, or certain people that brings out that emotions, that reminds us of what we had experienced in the past, right? Get me? So that's one aspect. Another aspect is whenever we feel pain in our body, physically, or what I mentioned here, pain is more towards the emotional side, right? Or any kind of memories that are triggered that brings us pain, that hit us almost like someone punching you in the belly or in the heart, that you feel so painful that I don't want to face forward. It also means that there are unprocessed emotions that we have yet to allow it to go through its full cycle. Meaning, it could remind us or bring back a certain memory of the past that we have felt hurt, disappointed, anger, frustrated. This kind of intense emotions, we have not allowed it to fully express by itself. And so, whenever you feel pain emotionally in the heart, it's always an opportunity for you. It arises because it's not fully expressed, processed. So what it wanted from the pain perspective, one way is that it wanted to fully express yourself. Maybe just crying, shouting, talking it out, writing it out will help. Maybe. So why don't you try with that first? And pain always brings up resistance, right? And we come into a repeated behavior because we don't want to feel the pain. Because whenever we feel that pain, it reminded us of a certain mindset as a belief about you, that when it arises that you don't want to face it, so you avoid, you freeze, you can't do anything, you fight for it, you defend yourself. So it's always there unless you face it and process it. So here are one mind map for you to understand easily. Pain equals to, when pain arises, there's always a resistance towards what is, what's happening, what's the emotions. We don't want to feel it, we don't want to experience it, right? There's a resistance. Now, so you have two different options, mainly two general options to face it. One is you choose to face it or you choose to avoid it. Yeah? Avoid it or face it. Whenever you avoid it, what happens is you will face the pain later, or you just keep numbing it, keep avoiding. And so you'll feel at ease right now, for now. Sometimes avoiding is helpful, but not all the time. Sometimes. So it is very dependable, it's very subjective. Once you face it, you are experiencing pain right now. It angers you. But then once you process it, it eases you over time because the process is done. Check out Emotional Full Process, Emotional Cycle Fully Processed by Till Swan that I love by doing that. Experiencing your emotions fully from anger to disappointment to understanding and to gratitude. There's stages for that you can experience it and you can even do it for yourself. Okay, so now we talk about how can we use that pain. Once you understand what is pain, right now, how can you use pain as a power? So let's use an example. For example, you feel pain towards waking up early. You feel pain towards moving to exercise, to feel pain to not, whenever there's certain emotions come up, that you feel very little, that you feel very embarrassed, or you feel like you have low sense of self. So whenever that arises, first to be aware of it, practice breathing. Pause. One thing that we all can do very simply is just whenever these emotions come out, pause and breathe. Give a space, make a space between that thing and you by being aware of it. Okay, so this is coming out. Now, this is easy to say, but you needed to practice it to experience it. So when you see that, okay, this is coming, now you are putting it outside of you. It is not a part of you. Get what I mean? Meaning, this whole pain is an emotion that you're experiencing instead of you are pain. So you externalize these emotions, these memories, these thoughts about yourself, and you see, okay, so I'm experiencing this, and this is not me. Because who are you? You are consciousness. You are life. You are breath. You are not this. So once you externalize this, even though you feel shameful about yourself, you feel grief, you feel anger, you feel pain. Now this is an emotions that you are experiencing. This is not you. So once you externalize it, you see that the fluctuations of it wanted to impact you, and you have the tendency to avoid it. If you can, if you're aware, whenever you're aware, put it in a ball, a light ball, any color that you want, and just play with it. It's like throwing the balls in the air. You know, more coming, more emotions, and then just play with it, let it go. I mean, externalize and play with it. Once it's on your hands, now you're in control. Now you're in control instead of being controlled by it. You, as consciousness, as this energy, soul, playing with such emotions, and it becomes much more lighter. And this, you can either let it go, let it vaporize it, use the natural elements to let the wind blows, let the fire burn, let the water down throughout your body, or even go back to the earth to be neutralized. There are many ways to play with it. Once you use the natural elements, now this, once it's vaporized, it became air, or it became fire, water, earth, neutralized. Now this eventually is your fertilizer. These are your, I'm using metaphoric examples right now. So these are your fertilizers that you are ingesting back to yourself. That means anything that you let go, vaporize, burn, water, return to the earth, it's actually your foundation, your power, your motivation, your seed. It will return to you. It is part of you because you have alchemized it. You have transformed it into a different way of being. Instead of it coming back to you in this usual emotional way, it has transformed into a different form, and then you take it in back, and it is a building blocks of you. So you have all this experience as your lessons, a part of you. It's always a part of you that you have learned, that you have transformed, and now you are the alchemist, you are the magician, and you are the one who transformed all this. And I got this, I can handle this. Now all this it's just a part of me, a part of life. And instead of rejecting it, you're welcoming it back to you using this different kind of elements. And it's so powerful when you do that. I love doing it. So right now you are using all this painful memories, painful thoughts about yourself, and even the emotions, intense emotions, to come welcoming back to you as your assets. These are your assets. And now you're moving forward with more space, more more, how do you say, skills, more experience to move towards where you want to be with a new behavior. So now, once it's transformed, it became lighter, you welcome it back to your body, and it's like a very strong, solid foundation back to the bones, and it creates, you have more strength, you have more flexibility in life. Do you get me? So this is one way you can use imagination to turn your pain, use your alchemy element, natural elements to turn your pain into something that is useful for you, so that you can use it to move forward towards where you want to be. Okay? That's it for today. And I wish you a wonderful process and enjoy